They walked among us for an entire day, and no one noticed. It wasn't a movie. It wasn't a metaphor. It was real, and it was recorded. Keep watching, because what you're about to see was meant to stay hidden. Everything looked normal, but something crossed over. They walked among us, no alarms, no flashes, no warning. It was invisible, but real. The air shifted, the atmosphere got heavy, and no one knew why. Clocks froze, cameras glitched, people fainted with no clear cause. Kids cried, pointing at empty corners. 3 cities, same report, glowing eyes in the dark. The media, total silence. The ancients called it a tear in the veil, a crack between 2 realms, and when it opens, something walks through. No shape, no sound. And what came next was even more unsettling. Power cut out in random places. Alarms went off with no trigger. And those paying attention felt it. Something was there, but unseen. A presence, cold, still. It pressed down like a weight on your chest. People reported sudden chills. Shadows moved against the light. Whispers in strange tongues, footsteps in empty rooms, and it all happened at once, in different places. It was like a spiritual sensor got tripped. Only the sensitive picked it up. The rest, they went on like nothing happened. Evil doesn't shout. It wears a mask. And the next clue had already been written down. An ancient scroll written in Aramaic spoke of a gray day, a moment when fallen ones would walk among the living, unnoticed. For centuries, they said it was just a metaphor, but now the signs are repeating, and what once sounded poetic might have been literal. The scroll listed specific symptoms: tech failure, emptiness, shadowy figures. All of it happened, and barely anyone saw it. It even mentioned an invisible mark left wherever they passed. Scientists later found magnetic shifts in those same spots. They ignored it. No logical explanation. The prophecy read, "When they return, they'll come first in silence." That silence is here now. It's spreading like smoke. So the real question isn't if it happened. It's what's waking up inside us because of it. What if possession doesn't look like the movies anymore? What if it's happening quietly from the inside? Researchers have tracked violent outbursts, emotional numbness, empathy vanishing. The official story? Mental health. But others call it the awakening of serpent DNA. Some believe spiritual bloodlines have been lying dormant, corrupted codes seeded since Genesis, and events like that day reactivate them. It's not about demons breaking in. It's about what's been inside us finally waking up. The world now celebrates things that once shocked us. Evil became aesthetic. No one questions why. But this collective shift didn't just happen. It was triggered by an invisible global ritual. Public ceremonies turned into occult performances. In Switzerland, goat-headed dancers moved through ancient symbols at Gothard Tunnel. At the Super Bowl, pop icons wore crowns, rode beasts, sat on thrones. At Travis Scott's concert, fans died beneath a burning portal. The stage read, "See you on the other side." That wasn't art. That was choreography. The symbols repeat: horns, pyramids, ancient gods. All masked as fashion, freedom, culture. Balenciaga posed kids with legal docs tied to abuse, and no one stopped to ask, is this okay? It was a ritual, just not declared. Built from visuals, frequencies, repetition. A televised spell. Not to summon, but to desensitize. Because the final stage is to accept what once terrified us. Because that was the plan all along. The most dangerous enemy is the one who doesn't look like one. While culture distracted, awareness got dismantled, and evil slipped in dressed as art, liberty, and progress. That's how it got through, with applause. People don't want to see. It's easier to deny than to confront the unseen. Faith became a meme, the sacred just merch. And fear of hell replaced by fear of being called crazy. They hid in plain sight. In the end, their goal wasn't to be feared, it was to be ignored. And it worked. But now the signs are everywhere, and those with eyes are starting to see. Problem is, it might be too late.
If this video shook something inside you, speak up. Comment what you've seen, what you felt. Because silence is how they stay hidden. And subscribe while you still can.